Let us look at coin problems. As in a cricket or football toss, there are only two outcomes of a coin toss, heads or tails. As shown in the picture, the two sides of the coin can be recognized easily. There are total two number of outcomes in a coin toss. Please note that the outcomes are irrespective of denomination. If I win upon getting a head, there is only one favorable outcome, heads. So the probability of winning would be number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, also equal to 1 by 2 or half. Similarly, the probability of losing a coin toss would be 1 minus probability of winning, which is 1 minus 1 by 2, which is also 1 by 2. Let us look at a problem. If you toss two different coins simultaneously, what is the probability that you get at least one head? Alright, let us look at the possible outcomes of the two coins. There are only two possible outcomes for both the coins, heads or tails for the first coin, similarly heads or tails for the second coin. If coin 1 gives me a tails or T, coin 2 could give me a tails or a head. Similarly, if coin 1 was to give me a head, coin 2 could give me a tails or a head. There is an easier way to write this down. The total number of outcomes would be 4. Let us fix coin 1 first. Let us fix it at T. Now the second coin could give me a T or an H. So my outcomes can be read as TT or TH. Now let us change the first coin to H. And let us change the value of the second coin. So the other two outcomes would be HT or HH. Now please note that there are three outcomes which have at least one head occurring. So probability that I shall get at least one head would be my favorable outcomes with at least one head divided by the total number of outcomes, which is equal to 3 by 4. Let us look at another problem. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Let us see how to do this problem. So the favorable outcomes have been outlined in the question. 3 heads or 3 tails. I could write these as TTT or HHH. And I have to find the probability of losing. The probability of winning is easier to find, right? So if we know the probability of winning, we can easily find the probability of losing, which would be equal to 1 minus the probability of winning. Let us look at our outcomes. So if toss 1 gives me tails, toss 2 and 3 could give me the outcome similar to the previous problem, that is TT, TH, HT or HH. In other words, this statement can be written as, if toss 1 gives me T, toss 2 and 3 could give me TT, TH, HT or HH. Please note that the outcomes for toss 2 and 3 are same as the outcomes in the previous problem where we were tossing two different coins. Is there an easier way to write down our total possible outcomes? Let us create 3 columns and call them toss 1, toss 2 and toss 3. Let us fix the outcome for toss 1. Let us fix it at T. The next thing to fix would be my toss 2. Let us fix that at t. And now let us change the outcomes for toss 3. So in row 1, I would write t. In row 2, I would write h. Now let us change the outcome for toss 2. Let us call it h. My outcomes for toss 3 would be the same as we just did, t or h. Now let us change the outcome for toss 1 and write it as h. And we can repeat the table as we did for toss 2 and toss 3. Please note that column 2 and 3 have the same contents when I change the outcome for toss 1. Now fill in the blanks. Right? Wherever there are blanks for toss 1, just repeat the value that you started with. Similarly for toss 2. Now each row represents one possible outcome. So if I were to count my total number of rows, that would also represent my total number of outcomes, which is 8. We already noted our favorable outcomes in the problem. Remember? T, T, T or H, 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 which is the first and the last row of this table. So my favorable outcomes for winning would be 2. So my probability of winning becomes 2 by 8, which equals 1 by 4. And hence I can find my probability of losing, which would be 1 minus probability of winning, equals 3 by 4. There is another way to find out the probability of losing. My favorable outcomes for losing would be 8 minus 2 or 6. Hence, my probability of losing would be 6 by 8 or 3 by 4.
Now I know what to do when I read the words probability and coins.
Great! Give this example a try. Ayush tosses 3 coins together. What is the probability that he shall get all heads or all tails?
Wait, are 3 tosses of one coin the same as tossing 3 coins?
Yes, this problem is same as the previous problem. Go ahead and try other problems from your textbook. If you need more help, check out the question bank.
Oh yes, now I know I can ask you if I am stuck. Thanks, Miss Owl.